Hello and welcome to Ketrick Builds. We're back with another episode of Icarus, and today we're going to be jumping into some more of the missions on the tree here. We did finish the last story mission in the previous episode, so today I thought we'd go back and do some of these side missions and start out with, I want to say it's this one, is the one where we're going to learn about the cold steel stuff or the drilling in the cold. I don't know. We're going to do the mission and find out. Collect the drilling equipment. I was kind of expecting at least some kind of an introduction like we normally get. Interesting. Maybe these side missions don't get cool voiceovers. I've got 2 firm thermoses, 2 ice borers, and 2 biocam fuels. And off it goes. Let's see where on the map we're going to need to go. I'm hoping, yep, it's the cave entrance right here near us. And it's going to show up on my map, so we don't need a marker. I'm going to take the Moby. Now, they did finally fix my character size. You can see we fit on our mount now, which is awesome. I was a little bit oversized in the previous episodes. I'm glad to be back to normal size. I did switch out of the lava armor there. I forget what that's called, the obsidian armor. We're in our normal armor suit again because that's going to work out a little bit better for us as we head out to the Arctic. A little bit better temperature control. And let's see if we can get this mission wrapped up. I don't expect this to be a very hard mission, given that they've given us all of the supplies that we need to go out there. I think it's just going to be a run out there, set it up, defend it, and move on. I'm going to take my canteen out as we approach the Arctic here, just so that I'm not freezing to death. Oh, it's getting dark. Let's get that lantern going. I'm in the Arctic now. We're just on the line of being frostbit, but luckily this armor is keeping up with the cold. I say that a minute too early. Now we're back into the freezing temperature again. I don't know why we're dropping so fast into the freezing temperatures. This armor really should have enough. I've got 50%. I got 0% cold resistance. Why do I have 0 cold resistance? Let's try and replace our armor. Well, that's unfortunate. I don't know what happened to all of our armor. It's like it's not taking effect. I'm going to take it off for a minute and put it back on. No dice. Our cold resistance is non-existent now. That's unfortunate. That's very unfortunate. Well, either way, I'm going to hop off here and we're going to figure out how these ice borers work. We're going to brave the cold, see if I can survive. And it says, set up an ice borer at a nearby ice vein and extract super cooled ice. Okay, let's do it. We're going to put one of those there. Or put one of these there. They gave me some thermoses that I could put some warm things in, I suppose, but that's all right. I'm going to go ahead and start up a second ice borer, just to make this go a little bit faster. Super cooled ice, a volatile substance that causes frostbite in seconds. That sounds epic. Set up a small encampment with a cement mixer, a concrete furnace, and a wolf. There. And a forge. Okay. Well, I wish I'd known that before we came out here. Let me jump in here. We're going to run back out and grab the things that we need to build that small encampment out of our base since we're so close. So after a short bit of running around, I've got enough stone wall, roof, floor pieces, etc. to build a little settlement. I've got the forge, the concrete furnace, and the cement mixer that they're looking for. We've got a few other odds and ends in our inventory here, but it should be enough to set up this small encampment. And I can see our super cooled ice, we're at 86, 87 of 200. So that's not going the fastest. It's going to take a minute for that to tick up to 200. That's all right. We'll get back out there and get this settlement built. That'll help us out a bit. And maybe we should have brought a like a campfire or something with us to have a little bit of warmth out there. I don't know. One thing I have noticed, I had cold resistance when I'm off of my mount. So when you're on your mount, for whatever reason, the resistances get zeroed out, which I thought was interesting. So we did get to the bottom of that, and hopefully after we get out here and moving around off of the mount, we'll see that we're not getting quite so cold. I am going to take the canteen back off, though, as always, heading into the Arctic, and we'll get back out here and get this settlement up. I've got an angry polar bear. And apparently explosive ammo in the gun? That almost ended me. I didn't take damage from the polar bear. That was all explosive ammo. So let's go ahead and get some food ate here before we have some more serious problems. And I've got one of these tonics just for that reason. All right. Whew. That was a little scarier than it needed to be. Always something exciting here on Keter Builds. Now I'm just looking around the lake here. There's a cave over there. Nice. I don't think... Oh my goodness. I don't think I want to build the encampment on the ice. I don't know why. It just doesn't feel like a great idea. So I am going to grab these wall pieces, though, and we're going to build it over here right on the shore nearby. Just looking around. You know, all the ground over here is pretty flat. I think if I just stick it right here, we'll be good. We'll do something like that. And if I hop up here, I think my plan is to just seal this whole thing in. We're going to put a window in facing this way. I don't know if I brought enough pieces for what I want to do here, though. I think I'll put a window in across the back. I don't know how windows affect the heat and cold aspects of this, but that's all right. And then I'm going to put a door right here. I did forget to bring enough walls and stuff to enclose that little porch area thing that I built. That's okay. And then let's get our roof up. Oops, I missed. I missed twice. Oh no. I don't know why I'm using the pistol, probably just to save durability on the rifle. The bullets are the same expense, so it's not like it's really saving me that much in the big picture, but that's all right. Something like that. We're all sealed in now. It does appear to be making me warmer, which is good. And our mount... Oh, no. Did our mount... Not yet. All right. This place is kind of dangerous. Ooh, Moby was one hit away from death, it looks like, too. Good thing we got involved there. We're going to put you inside here where you're going to be safer, hopefully. There's so many wolves out here. And let's go ahead and get some of these benches put down now. Oh my gosh. Ooh, a snow leopard. Everybody's out to get us. Alright, I'm going to put the mixer there. Put our furnace there. And I'm going to split this stack. I brought 2 stacks of coal with us. One for that, and then we're going to use the other one for the forge. Where did my forge go? There it is. I don't know what they've got us wanting a forge for, but we're going to put the forge over on this wall. And then there's a bunch of optional quest things here, which will be interesting. Alright, you're starting to heal up. I'm liking it. Cold steel pickaxe to collect frozen ore, craft a shovel to collect ice, and some cocoa to stay warm. Okay. And then they want me to deliver ice, super cooled ice, frozen ore, and cold steel ingots. I gotcha. Well, let's get over here and see how this super cooled ice is going. I suppose I can use super cooled ice to make the the cold steel ingots. And then the cold steel pickaxe will get me frozen ore. Steel and super cooled ice to make those cold steel ingots. Nice. And then this forge must be what we need to make the items they're talking about. I didn't unlock those recipes though. So it looks like they are going to force me to unlock the cold steel recipes in order to do those. Cold steel pickaxe. I'm trying to find the... Oh, just a regular shovel to collect ice. Okay, so I need a cold steel pickaxe is the only one that I really need to do the quest. Well, that's all stuff I can grab back from the other base if I need to. Man, I have to say, though, the wildlife out here is just crazy. Alright, let's start with getting some of this super cooled ice into the other thing, just so I don't need to remember about it. I got 62 in here, and I'm gonna need 50 in the drop pod. So let's go put the first batch in the drop pod, just so I don't forget about it. And then we'll take the other stuff back with us. We can make the cold steel ingots back at the main base. And then we can use that to get that pickaxe that we need. 50 in here. Perfect. Maybe we'll make a shovel, because I don't want to pick up ice to get 200 by hand. So I need a shovel. We'll craft all of those optional things. I think I've got some cocoa back at the base too. And I'm wondering, now that I've built the bait... Oh, no, you don't. You leave my mount alone. Alright, I was gonna say, I'm wondering if, since I've gotten the quest part unlocked here, if I can just bring this stuff back with me. I don't really want to leave all this stuff out here in the cold. At least not my forge, and probably not my cement mixer. The concrete furnace I can leave out here so that I can deal with the frozen ores and stuff. I'm okay with that. And we're going to run back to the base real quick and see if I can craft up these optional components. I think a shovel's really going to help us get through this a lot faster, and we'll sleep through this upcoming night cycle. And we'll be back out to wrap this quest up. We've managed to make it into the next day here successfully. I do have our cold steel pickaxe down there in my hotbar, as well as a shovel. I'm looking forward to trying this out, seeing how it goes, getting some frozen ore. And I picked up a stack of ice that we had sitting in our freezer just to shorten up how much grinding we're going to have to do to finish up this quest. I've got a good 100 stack of ice in my inventory right now already, so getting to 200 is going to be no problem at all. But man, are the wolves and such out in the Arctic biome here pretty crazy. And luckily, we're fairly far along in the technology tier here, so it's not causing us too much grief, but it's slowing us down. Now, before I forget, I'm going to go ahead and run over here and just drop that ice into the drop pod here. I'm hoping it gives us credit before it melts off. Oh, we're already down to 95. We'll toss that in. And we had these cold steel ingots from a previous quest that we'd looted. I'm going to toss those in there and see what happens. All right, that did it. And oh my goodness, no. Everybody needs to leave my poor mount alone. So the quest ingots did work for that, which is great. We've got that taken care of. I'm going to need just the ice and frozen ore at this point. So let's grab the mount and take it back over to the house where I can hopefully keep it a little safer. We're going to have to kill off some of these creatures that are surrounding the lake. There's so many of them right now. Oh, we've got a polar bear there too. I just want to get this into the house here before we get attacked. I'm stuck. Run away. Oh my goodness. Reload. Took my healing potions out of the bar. That was a big mistake. Let's... Oh my goodness. Okay, calm down everybody. Suture kit. Healing tonic. My goodness. These creatures need to just back off a little bit and let me do my thing. We're gonna reload all the guns. Alright, are we good? Are we good now? Thank you. Super cooled ice is still cranking. We need ice and frozen ore. Alright. Well, I don't need a repair hammer right now. Let's swap that one out with the shovel. Oh, this is rather nice. Well, I'm just going to sit here and scoop until we get to the 105 that we need to turn in this quest. There we go. Let's go drop that, and we'll go into that cave on the lake here and see if I can find us some frozen ore. We've got a ton of hit points with all of this more premium food, and thankfully our regen speed is pretty good with all of the potions and food buffs and such. So I'm gonna be back up to full health before you know it. I just hope we don't have another incident like we just got through where we've got multiple bears and leopards and all kinds of stuff after us. Is that another snow leopard? It is. Alright, you know what? Let's just clear the field a little bit. I don't know how fast some of this stuff spawns, but it can't hurt to thin it out a little bit. Something's mad at me. Alright. That should give us the breathing room we need. And this thing is just pulling out super cooled ice. Alright. We're almost there. We got 8 more super cooled ice to go. I was kind of hoping that we would be done with the quest items before that finishes. Break down this ice wall to get in. This is a good sign. It means we probably haven't been in this cave yet. That's a thick wall. turn on the lantern, and let me look at what this thing says. Oops. Cave worms. All right, let's look at what this thing says. It says 15% chance to true, 20% chance to drop ore with frozen modifier. Okay. Well, let's try it. Oh, yeah, we're getting frozen ore. Look at that. Ooh, we can even get frozen ore when we're doing things like silica, which is interesting. We're at 21. Well, I don't want to fill up my inventory with a bunch of different kinds of things, so we're going to just take the iron again. Honestly, I don't really need a lot of resources right now, so we're going to take what we've got and head on back out here and fill off this quest with that frozen ore. It should finish off all of those things on that bottom section. And we're 1 point away on finishing up the countdown on 200 ore. We didn't quite make my goal here, which was to get the frozen ore done before that completed. If I hadn't stopped there, maybe we would have made it. It's all right. Those personal quest objectives that keep you motivated. There we go. That's all wrapped up. So that was actually a really easy mission, outside of them wanting me to place down the couple of workbenches out here in the Arctic zone. And honestly, I probably could have placed them anywhere. I didn't need to do it here, I don't think. I don't know, but either way, we got it all done, and we've started making the cold steel, which we can use for ammo. These cold steel rifle rounds that we were using on the boss fights, the causing freeze on hit with attacks and stuff like that, actually seems pretty useful. As far as anything left to do out here, I don't really think so. So we'll probably take this super cooled ice back with us, just because we might as well get a little bit more cold steel made up back at base in case we need it for anything. I'll leave these going just because I know I can come out here and pick up more cold steel if I need to in the future. And we're gonna leave this little stone shack out here again in case we need it. We can have somewhere to park our mount, and yeah, no reason not to leave that furnace out there just in case we need to do something while we're out here and not need to run all the way back to base. Who knows? You never know. We don't need a concrete furnace back at the base. Hopefully you've enjoyed today's episode, a little bit of a mini mission here as we start knocking off these missions. Next time we'll continue our way through more of the missions on the mission board, just to get through them all here with the new DLC on Icarus. That's going to be all for today though. Keterk out.